everyone. Today we're going to be talking about mood and tone. The mood is the atmosphere of a piece of writing. It's the emotions a selection arouses in a reader. The mood is an emotional effect that the text creates for the audience. Let's watch this brief video.
Mood is the feeling that you get from a work of literature or art. Another way to describe mood is atmosphere. When you walk into a place, it has an atmosphere that makes you feel a certain way. When you walk into a story, it too has an atmosphere that makes you feel a certain way. The mood of a story can be calm, annoyed, frantic, joyful, gloomy, romantic, hopeful, or tense. How might you describe the mood of this video right now? Sweet and playful, right? How about now? See how the music changes the mood? But authors can't use music in their writing. So what do they use? Word choice, imagery, and setting. Let's look at some examples. Listen to this sentence. The bloodthirsty lion stalked the savannah, hungrily eyeing the helpless creatures around him. Pay attention to the circled words. What mood do they create? Now listen to this sentence. The majestic lion roamed the savannah, proudly gazing at the creatures around him. How has the mood changed? Which words helped create this mood? Good writers pull readers into the world of a story by using vivid language that appeals to the five senses. This imagery is crucial to establishing a mood. See if you can find the imagery in this sentence. The wooden bat slipped in Emily's sweaty palms as she stepped up to home plate, the sun glaring down on her like a harsh spotlight. The crowd's piercing howls and jeers caused her heart to thump in her chest. What mood do these images create? What if the author had written, the wooden bat vibrated with energy in Emily's steady hands as she stepped up to home plate, the sun shining like a golden medal in the sky. The crowd's joyful whoops and whistles caused her heart to do a little dance in her chest. How did the different images change the mood? The setting of a story also plays a big part in creating mood. Like in this scene. What time is it? Tim asked Jacob. All around them, taxi cabs honked their horns as hordes of people in suits pushed by on their way into office buildings. What is the setting? What mood does the setting create? Now imagine the same scene, but in a completely different setting. Like this one. What time is it? Tim asked Jacob. Weak moonlight cast shadows over the crumbling gravestones. A lone owl hooted somewhere in the darkness above. How has the setting changed the mood? Now pick a mood from your Mood Words handout and write a short paragraph that creates that mood. Remember to think carefully about word choice, imagery, and setting. Good luck.
Here are some positive mood words. You can use these in your papers. Here are some negative mood words. So the tone is the author's attitude toward a subject. If we were to read a description of a first date that included words and phrases like dreaded and my buddies forced me to go on a date, we could assume that the individual didn't really enjoy the date. The tone is the speaker's attitude. Let's watch this video.
Welcome to a video about tone and how to identify it. If your mother tells you to go to your room, she might speak in a stern tone of voice. Tone acts as a shortcut here. You would understand the instruction, but you would also understand that your mother was being serious, that she was unhappy, that she expected no arguments, and that she expected you to go right away. But imagine if your mother actually had to say all that information out loud. It would be very tiring. In a world without tone, we would never get anything done, because we would have to spend too much time talking to people, explaining exactly how we feel. So tone acts as a shortcut. It helps us communicate emotions and attitudes without having to say them out loud. And although in this example, facial expressions are clearly important, in fact you can create tone with language alone. Sending a message on a phone is a good example. If you don't believe me, try this one. Would you say this phrase sounds cautious, frightened, excited, or determined? There's a good chance you went for excited. And you didn't need to see Webster's excited expression or his brilliant idea about becoming a pumpkin farmer. What if we change the wording slightly? Which one would you go for now? This time you might have gone for cautious, or even frightened. Now, we set out to show you how to identify tone, and we've just shown you that you can already do it. We recommend that you store up in your mind a box of words which you can use to describe tone. You will gradually get quicker and more confident at pulling out the right words when you are confronted with a new text. You reach inside your vocabulary, find the words you are familiar with, and test some of them, see whether they fit the text. Until you find the one that fits. You can boost the power of your reading and essay writing this way, and who knows where it might take you. So what have we learned? That tone acts as a shortcut to communicate emotions and attitudes. And we've learnt a study skill. You can build a list of tones in your head to help you identify them in new texts. Subscribe to the Morton and Webster channels for regular English tips and advice.
All right, and here are some positive tone words, some neutral tone words, and some negative tone words. If you need a moment to look at these, you can pause and continue to do so. Now, you may be a little confused still about mood and tone because they both sound a bit similar. Here's a video that further explains how the two are different.
Cited using Powtoon.
All right, everybody. So that was mood and tone. If you still have any questions, feel free to ask your teachers. Thank you.